According to a 2023 Economic Times article, India experiences around 185,000 strokes each year, which is roughly one stroke every 40 seconds. And one Indian died every 4 minutes because of stroke. High blood pressure is a major risk factor for strokes. In India, 75% of stroke cases are directly linked to high blood pressure or high BP. Blood clots can travel from the brain and block blood flow, leading to conditions like atrial fibrillation can increase the risk of a blood clot formation. Did you know that 20% of the strokes in India are actually caused by blood clots? Now, how are these connected? Imagine your blood vessels as highways. High blood pressure is like driving too fast on these highways. The pressure can damage the walls of your blood vessels, making them more likely to develop rough patches or potholes. And these rough patches can catch blood cells and actually form clots. A blood clot is like a traffic jam on your blood vessel highway. If this clot is big enough, it can block the blood flow to your brain. This blockage is actually what causes a stroke. So in summary, high blood pressures damage blood vessels. Damaged blood vessels can form clots. Clots can block blood flow to the brain, hence causing a stroke. The good news is many strokes can be prevented. Regular exercise, a healthy diet, and managing stress are the crucial steps. 70% of all strokes can be prevented by adopting a healthy lifestyle. What to do? Let's start with nutrition. Here are some simple changes. So, my first tip from a nutrition point of view is to spice it up. Indian spices like turmeric, haldi, cumin, jeera, and coriander, dhania, are known for their health benefits. Use them generously in your cooking to enhance flavor, and it also reduces the need for excessive salt. Another key point, no fried foods. One big way is to cut down on all the sodium which is in there of the processed foods, which account for 75% of all the sodium in the food supply chain. Cut down your French fries, cut down your fried chips, cut down your packaged foods that are baked or fried. They tend to have a higher sodium content, not to mention the oil content. Another great tip is that I always add onion and garlic to my food. They're full of potent clot-fighting compounds such as allicin. Now, allicin is a sulfur-containing compound specifically found in garlic and is believed to have blood-thinning properties. So the thinner your blood, the better your flow, lesser the chances of blood clots. Flavonoids. This is found both in onion and garlic and has tremendous antioxidant and anti-inflammatory or reducing the inflammation inside your blood vessels. These compounds can actually help prevent blood clots by inhibiting platelet aggregation, meaning the platelets don't come together and clump up, and it also reduces inflammation. And both of these factors, platelet aggregation and reducing inflammation, are a factor for stroke. Many years ago, I decided to give up drinking normal tea and I added green tea to my diet. Now, I drank 2 cups of green tea every day for the last decade, and the reason was a 1967 study that had researched on where they saw rabbits in a British scientific journal, and there was photos of the aorta, which is the blood vessel going to the heart. Now, they fed these rabbits a high-fat diet. One group, they gave them water, and another group, they gave them the tea. Now, the rabbits that got the tea exhibited only 1/3 of artery damage as compared to the guys who got water. So, green tea has been an amazing addition to protect my blood vessels. Yes, you can say it's a rabbit study, but you know what? I like to run fast in life, and I do believe that I eat carrots like a bunny. So please add green tea to your life. Now, if you can, there's another tip. Consume fish, specifically fatty fish. The fatty fish literally changes the shape of blood platelets so they can't lock together and form unwanted blood clots. While not as widely consumed as in some Western countries, certain Indian fish varieties such as Indian salmon, mackerel, sardines, anchovies are all rich in omega-3s. This omega-3 is what protects your platelets and reduces your blood clots. Another good source of omega-3 is krill oil. This supplement is derived from krill, a tiny crustacean, and is a great source of omega-3s, especially the EPA. Also, algal oil. For vegetarians and vegans, the algae in the ocean, the oil taken from them, offers plant-based sources of omega-3. Another favorite that I recommend at my QUA Nutrition clinics when I practice is flax seeds and chia seeds. Both these superfoods contain vegetarian forms of omega-3 and they can be added to your yogurt, smoothies or salads. Another great one, Indian mustard. While it contains smaller amounts of omega-3 as compared to fish or seeds, Indian mustard can still contribute to your overall intake. Another thing that's missing in India is we're not having enough of salad. Please have at least one serving of salad in a day and include carrots in those. Why do I say carrots? Well, there was a Norwegian study done on men who ate the most vegetables, had a 45% lower risk of stroke, and carrots have something called as beta carotene, a pigment found both in fruits and vegetables where the body converts it into vitamin A. And this actually prevents stroke by reducing oxidative stress. So eating one carrot a day can slash your stroke risk by 68%. Another silent hero is potassium. Whilst in my clinic when I practice, I want to reduce sodium, I love to increase potassium because it can reduce your stroke chances by up to 40%. And this was an analysis done on a group of about 859 men and women in Southern California, USA, and they were at risk of stroke. It showed that potassium regulates your blood pressure. So what are the potassium-rich Indian foods and what could be the dosage? This is my advice to you. Banana, one banana, medium size, contains 420 milligrams of potassium. Note that down. Spinach, palak, 1 cup of cooked spinach contains about 890 milligrams of potassium. Potato, who would think that potato would have potassium, but with the skin, it contains about 925 milligrams of potassium. Tomato, one medium tomato contains about 280 milligrams of potassium. So when you reach a balanced diet of these, you should be getting enough of potassium. Rajma, nobody talks about it. 1 cup, 200 grams of cooked rajma contains approximately 740 milligrams of potassium, not to mention that the fiber in rajma is amazing for blood pressure and prevention of blood clots. Almonds, my favorite, 10 to 12 pieces of almond contain about 100 milligrams of potassium. So I've given you this entire list. Rewind the video, watch it again, note it down because you need to have a daily intake of 4,700 milligrams of potassium. Most people are getting high sodium and very low potassium. Bump up your potassium for your BP, blood pressure, stroke issues. Now you have to limit salt. I can't stress enough that how reducing salt drops your blood pressure. Cutting back on salt, even if it does not raise your blood pressure, has huge benefits. You see, there was this one study on rats where all the rats was fed a high salt diet and they died within 15 weeks. And those that were on a low salt diet, only 12% of the rats died. So it is given to know that doctors worldwide over, when do you have BP, they say cut salt, cut salt, cut salt. And that's what you need to do. Now, when you eat outside food, you have no control over the salt. When you eat junk food, you have no control of the salt, which is why home cooked, designing your food at home is very important. By the way, in this rat study, even the high salt rats' brains, it revealed in autopsies that there were injured arteries and dead tissue caused by a series of mini strokes in those rats before they died. So food for thought, drop your salt. And these are my last non-nutrition tips. You gotta quit smoking. There is no alternative. Exercise for 21 to 30 minutes a day. And to reduce your stress, you could go to the link in the description below and I will list down all the sleep benefits that you can get, the Yog Nidra videos which can help you, and even music that I've curated to help lower your stress. I know a lot of loved ones who have suffered from stroke. In fact, just recently, one of our facilities manager was admitted to the hospital with a stroke. Hale and hearty guy. My grandfather died of a stroke. The nutritional requirement of maybe omega-3, all the good potassium, everything that I've stated in today's video, if it is customized like how you customize your medication, doctors give you medication, please do take your medication. But there is an underlying power of personalized nutrition. So come to the QUA Nutrition clinics and allow us to optimize your diet, your nutritional supplements, and also tell you what you should not be doing. Because you know what, you could like this video, you could share this video, you could subscribe to this video too. But more importantly, my nutritionist can tell you what you're not doing correctly from a behavioral perspective. So many times you may have the knowledge, but you may not have the foresight to change your behavior. So use a good qualified nutritionist to change your behavior. I'll see you at the QUA Nutrition clinics. And if we have changed your lives at any point, Please do comment below, because your comments, your like and your loves keeps us getting greater content out to you.